Live from Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 6:30.
Good morning and Happy New Year from all of us here at THV 11. I'm Karen Fuller. Hayden Balgavy and Ashley King are off this morning, but meteorologist Tracy Bean is here, and she joins us with quite a forecast for a new year and a new beginning.
That's
right.
What
a shot behind you, Tracy.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I'm gonna get out of the way. Y'all look at me. Y'all look at
this. No, you get back.
Isn't it pretty? It is such a nice shot this morning. This is always one of my favorites because you get such a great view of that sunrise. You can see, again, the Arkansas River, and then you can see the sky and also what's to come for the day. So it's going to be a beautiful day. We're starting out this morning again with a beautiful sunrise. Officially, we still got a little while, but 7:16, but we're seeing that first light. Tonight for sunset, I bet we have a few more clouds, so we'll have to see how that factors in. But if we have a little space for some light, I bet it'll be very pretty. Right now it is 40 degrees in the capital city. It does feel like 37, but that's just because we got this little light wind there, but it's really not bad out there at all. It's really nice. And so step outside and enjoy. Now we're going to continue to see these above average temperatures as we're heading through the weekend and even into next week. Today we're looking for a high of 64. We're going to have, again, beautiful sunshine today for the most of the day. We'll start to see those clouds increase tonight, but that won't impact your day at all. Again, just a little more cloud cover, but we could see a few showers as we're heading into Friday. Things are looking good for the weekend, and as I mentioned, things are warming up also next week. We'll talk more about it coming up.
Tracy, thank you. We begin the new year with a tragic crime alert in Little Rock, where police are investigating the death of a baby boy at a home daycare. The daycare operator is now in custody while detectives piece together the minutes leading up to the baby's death. THV 11's Maya Ellison shows us what police are saying and reaction by families who once took their children to this daycare.
This home on Clifton Drive is where police say 23-year-old Aaron Sauls was arrested Tuesday. Sauls, who police say was operating a home daycare, is charged with 1 count of capital murder in the death of an 8-month-old child.
Oh, this is so hard to process right now. Like, I never wanted to send my baby to daycare. I was always afraid. And it's like, you can't trust anybody. You can't.
Carl and Megan Minnick say their son Axel attended the daycare for several months. Wednesday's news now has them thinking about some of their own experiences with the business.
He would have some strange marks or bruises or scratches on him, or get very sick after he came here. More than once he got sick after he came here, very sick, stayed a week in the hospital, very dehydrated. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him.
While doctors never determined a cause and no link to the daycare was ever made, the Minnicks have since removed their child from the facility and now plan to speak with detectives about their son's time there. As for the investigation, according to the arrest report, Little Rock police say an 8-month-old child was found inside the home, not breathing. The report states Sauls admitted to police that the child was injured during a diaper change. The infant was taken to the hospital, where he later died. As we spoke with the Minnick family, as well as a neighbor, they say they were learning these details for the first time.
Person been accused of killing a baby, an 8-month baby. Ain't no telling what was going on in that house.
And I'm like, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, this is the lady that's been taking care of our baby.
In Little Rock, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
Sauls entered a not guilty plea yesterday in district court with a review hearing scheduled for February. Maya also spoke with a family member of the victim in this case who confirmed several details but said he could not speak on camera. In Pine Bluff, police are searching for this man on your screen, 20-year-old Acal Madison. He's accused of capital murder after the death of 29-year-old Marcus Jackson. Jackson was shot and killed Tuesday night around 11 p.m. near the intersection of Old Warren Road and West 34th. Police say they do consider Madison armed and dangerous and say anyone with information on where he may be should reach out safely. Meantime, a man is in a Little Rock hospital after a shooting involving Fordyce police. Officers say they were serving a warrant yesterday morning when the suspect flashed a gun at them. Officers opened fire. The suspect was airlifted from the scene and is said to be in stable condition. No officers were hurt. Now, Arkansas State Police are taking over the investigation. Happening today, a new USDA rule goes into effect aimed at clarifying Product of USA labels. From 2026 on, any meat, poultry, or eggs using that label must come from animals that are born, raised, and processed in the United States. The rule will only apply to those who choose to add the label onto their products. According to the USDA, acknowledging pure American-based products will prevent origin labeling that might be misleading. The policy closes any loopholes where foreign-born animals often get labeled as U.S. products after only going through minimal processing in the states. When the update was first announced, the USDA said it would invest in the American industry to create a fair market, and that investment came in the form of more than $9 million through the Local Meat Capacity Grant Program. Those funds are being split between 42 projects to help American processors increase processing through upgraded facilities and equipment. And some Arkansas businesses have already benefited from the initiative. Cypress Valley Meat Company in Pottsville is one of them. It received more than $240,000. As the new year brings change, Arkansas DHS is pointing to continued progress in the state's foster care system. The number of children in the system is at its lowest in years. THV 11's Carter Thweet breaks down the new numbers and shows us why state leaders say work is far from over.
A different kind of New Year's Eve countdown here in downtown Little Rock. The number of kids still left to be adopted here in Arkansas, the lowest it's ever been.
Project Zero is a nonprofit with one goal, and that's to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
Christy Irwin is the executive director of Project Zero, which works with the Arkansas Division of Children and Family Services. DCFS said Wednesday they had an announcement to make about the number of Arkansas kids still waiting to be adopted.
The DCFS team across the state has been laser focused on moving children to adoption when appropriate. And we have worked hard to finalize adoptions for our longest waiting kids.
That's DCFS Director Tiffany Wright coming off a busy time of year, the start of November, National Adoption Awareness Month. On November 1st, just 2 months ago, the number of kids waiting to be adopted in Arkansas was 178.
In a moment, we're going to count down from 178 to reveal the new number of waiting kids in our state.
32 kids adopted in 2 months, making the new number 146. Irwin says there are so many powerful stories, reminding people that those kids are more than just a number.
In 2025, we saw miracles happen. We saw our longest waiting child, 15 years, become a son. We saw 3 special needs kids in 1 week, several weeks ago, find their way home.
And while 146 is the lowest number Wright can remember, there's still more work to be done.
It moves us to action, knowing that there are 146 kids who are waiting on us to be their voice and to make sure that they're seen and heard.
In Little Rock, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
The Project Zero website is a great clearinghouse to get more information on volunteering, fostering, or adopting, and all of those links you can find on our website, thv11.com. It is coming up on 6:40 this morning. Meteorologist Tracy Bean helping us plan for the day with the forecast. Hey, Tracy.
Well, it's a great way to kick off 2026. If you're just waking up, I hope you had a great New Year's Eve. But we're going to have plenty of sunshine to get us all up and moving as we kick off this new year. Looking for those highs today in the mid 60s. We could even see some 70s to our south. We're going to have mostly sunny skies today, a bit more cloud cover as we're heading into the evening. And you can't rule out a stray shower for your Friday, but I think most folks will just mainly see some cloudy skies. And traffic this morning, as you would expect, is pretty light and it is moving right along. There are a few folks that are still making their way into the downtown area, but not a lot. And again, there are no accidents and no delays this morning. Everything is green and looking good. So maybe if you're heading out for some errands this morning, you are good to go. Everyone, I think, is still home asleep. So enjoy that drive this morning. It will be absolutely trouble-free.